Hello there, my name is Andrew Bulpin, Head of the Process Solutions Division at MilliporeSigma. Welcome to this virtual awards gala. So at MilliporeSigma, we are committed to supporting pioneering biotech startups from discovery to development and manufacturing. We understand the challenges emerging biotech companies face in the quest to push the next generation of drugs to market. Advanced technologies, evolving regulations, and specialized knowledge. You don't have to do it alone. Whether you operate in the field of monoclonal antibodies and recombinants, antibody-drug conjugates, vaccines, or gene therapies, our products, services, and experts are there to help you find the best way to move your molecule to the next scale faster. Through our Advanced Biotech Grant Program, we recognize standout emerging biotech companies and help them navigate their path to commercialization. We provide reliable data faster and expert guidance that will move your molecule from concept to clinic with accuracy. We work together with the biotech community to network, exchange information and expertise, and discuss needs and challenges. Our rotating grant program began in 2014. It runs every 6 months in Europe, North America, and Asia. So far, over 4 million euros in grants have been awarded, and we are proud to announce that this past year was our record number of applicants. Our next edition will be open to companies in the European geographies. Partner with us, and we will help you pioneer your biotherapeutic pathway to life.
So let me first tell you about Tenaya Therapeutics. Tenaya Therapeutics is a preclinical stage company with a mission to discover and develop and deliver potentially curative therapies that can address the underlying causes of heart disease. We're 100% focused on heart disease. And, in terms of the potential impact of human health, I like to remind people that heart disease is still the leading cause of death in the world, more than all oncology combined. And there's a tremendous amount of unmet need. So on the one hand, you have millions of patients who have suffered a heart attack and are at much higher risk of, unacceptable morbidity, a second heart attack, and death eventually. And on the other hand, you have these genetic disorders, monogenic diseases of the heart that unfortunately take the lives of infants within the first few months of life. And we at Tenaya are focused on both ends of the spectrum. We believe that the science has arrived to do some good here. We're particularly excited about the molecule that we're particularly excited about is our product candidate for regeneration. This is a very novel approach. We're using AAVs, adeno-associated viruses, to deliver novel combinations of transcription factors in vivo to the resident cardiofibroblasts of the heart, of the human heart. And when we deliver these at the right dose in the right way, then it actually induces those cells to turn into brand new cardiomyocytes that are fully functional, that are electrically and mechanically coupled to their surrounding cells and help a heart beat better again. This is incredibly important in situations where people have lost cells, for example, due to a heart attack or due to an infection like COVID-19. Today, there is no therapy on earth that can replace those cells. And the field of cell therapy has tried for decades and that hasn't worked. We at Tenaya are advancing completely new science that has, to our knowledge, never been tried before. And if we take this to the clinic, not a matter of if, but when, this should be the first therapeutic of its kind to create new heart muscle in vivo using this approach. So we're very excited about that science and the potential to impact the millions of people who are living with heart disease because they've lost their heart cells because of some event in their lives. I'm really appreciative of MilliporeSigma for creating this advanced biotech grant program. I think it's really important for the industry because of the focus on bioprocessing technologies. We live during a time of tremendous innovation in life sciences, and we're able to do things that we could never do before, including develop therapies that could potentially cure fatal diseases or address global pandemics. But we also now have an ever-growing appreciation of the importance of manufacturing technologies to deliver on the promise of those therapies. So those therapies can't be made available for large, proportions of the population unless they can be produced in a way that is safe, consistent, and at a scale, frankly, that can allow commercially viable cost of goods and prices. Manufacturing has been the Achilles heel of the gene and cell therapy space and a rate limiting step to advancement. And, interestingly, by now, I think many more in society are more acutely aware of the importance of bioprocessing technologies in manufacturing. Look at the COVID-19 pandemic. We all know that we need vaccines to pull us out of this. But we also now increasingly know that even when we get a vaccine, we're going to need incredible manufacturing technologies to produce millions of doses and make them available around the world. So manufacturing technologies are, I guess, for lack of a better word, becoming sexy again. And it's important to shine a light on this side of things. It's often the less glamorous side of the biotechnology industry, but it's incredibly important and equally important to our innovation. So I'm glad that MilliporeSigma has created the Advanced Biotech grant to shine a spotlight there. And why should Tenaya win this grant? I don't want to get into a comparison of the merits of Tenaya science versus that of the other three finalists. I have a lot of faith that those companies are doing tremendous work, and I have a lot of faith in MilliporeSigma's decision-making process to come up with the eventual winner. I'm sure we're all doing great work. I'd like to believe that it's important for Tenaya to win, partly because it's an opportunity to shine a spotlight on heart disease again. Believe it or not, even though it's the leading cause of death in the world, it has disproportionately not had the same kind of investment, for example, as you see in oncology or other areas. And there's tremendous need for new therapies over there. And so we by voting for Tenaya and by allowing Tenaya to win, you're shining a spotlight on heart disease again, and then the need and the promise of new science. And selfishly, I want Tenaya to win because it's been we've made a tremendous amount of progress since Xconomy first covered us 5 years ago when the company was launched. We're advancing science that has never been tried before. And I do honestly, in my heart of hearts, no pun intended, believe that when Tenaya wins, then patients win. And then finally, I just really think this is a great opportunity for me to shine a spotlight on my people. They are in the lab, toiling every day, working with socially distancing, masks, PPE. It's 7 a.m. my time over here in California. And I already know that large swaths of people have been in the lab since 6 a.m. They're working in the morning, they're working at nights and weekends to continue to advance the science on behalf of patients. And so winning this award isn't so much for me about the money, but shining a light on an important area, shining a light on the patients who need these therapies, and shining a light on our company and our people who are the ones who are advancing this great science. So thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure for us to talk about Respana, and we look forward to the program. In the US alone, we lose about 50,000 people each year to the flu. That's 50,000 lives. And the direct and indirect economic burden is over $87 billion per year. The impact of COVID-19 is even worse, with immeasurable economic consequences, and the global death toll has exceeded 800,000 and continues to rise. Respana has a very unique approach to battling respiratory illnesses. Rather than targeting the virus, we target the patient's response to the infection. Our antibody therapy works to reduce the excess inflammation that causes lung damage, loss of breathing capacity, and ultimately death. It has the capacity to restore lung health and holds promise as a preventative as well. Lastly, and I know the audience would appreciate how powerful this is, the therapy should work regardless of the specific virus, and hence avoid the resistance that we see due to seasonal and pandemic mutations. So why is this award important to the industry? Rarely does an emerging company like Respana Therapeutics gain access to state-of-the-art technology or the deep expertise provided by the MilliporeSigma Advanced Biotech Grant. The fact that this grant offers both represents an incredible opportunity to bring a much-needed therapy to patients more quickly than would otherwise be possible. The discovery itself and early bench work are, of course, important, but without the capacity to bring these discoveries to the bedside, their utility is severely limited. So why should Respana win this award? Long before the word pandemic was on everyone's lips, and long before the vast majority of us fully appreciated the devastating human health and economic impacts that a highly contagious and potentially lethal respiratory illness could have, our scientific founder was seeking to develop a therapy for viral infections of the lung. The need has always been there, but it has now become acute, and Respana is the company to meet that challenge. With the help of MilliporeSigma and Merck, we'll get there faster and more patients will benefit, and that's why we at Respana and all the finalists at the National Xconomy Awards do what we do. Thank you very much.
Immunotherapy is a cutting-edge technology which uses the patient's own immune system to treat disease. However, this approach can lead to low patient response and safety concerns due to poor targeting. At Combined Therapeutics, our mission is to direct and enhance immunotherapies while reducing off-target effects. We do this through a unique mRNA platform, which we formulate into lipid nanoparticles. This allows us to concentrate the immunotherapy directly in the targeting cells while sparing healthy tissue. Messenger RNA has broad applicability across many modalities, including treating cancer and preventing infectious diseases. Because it can produce any protein in the host, it is a versatile platform. This award is important to the industry because small companies don't have the resources and the expertise to scale up their therapeutic. They come up with this really great idea, the science works, and then they just need help to get it to the next level. At Combined Therapeutics, I know that MilliporeSigma can bring the expertise and help us to get to that next level, which is GMP manufacturing. I think Combined Therapeutics should win because we really want to build the next generation of messenger RNA therapeutics. These are going to be safer and more efficacious for the patients. And we really want MilliporeSigma to be a part of this story and to help us to succeed in this mission. MilliporeSigma brings a lot of expertise in our raw material. They can help for scale up of that. They can help in the manufacturing of our LNP. They can help in us scaling up our downstream processing, formulation stability. MilliporeSigma is really a one-stop shop to help us to get to the next level.